Now, there will be plenty of Halloween fun this weekend, but if you fancy watching something just a bit scary, a bit kind of uneasy, a bit worrying...
Uneasy, good word.
Then Amazon Prime's The Devil's Hour, might just be what you need.
So the gist of it is, it's a woman who wakes up every morning at 3:33 a.m. to the same horrifying dream. Jessica Raine stars in it. Speak to her in just a moment. Let's have a look.
You ever been in this room before?
No.
You feel like you have?
Why would I?
I know you feel out of place, like your life isn't your own.
You don't know me.
And Jessica's with us now. Morning.
Good morning.
Can I just point out one glaringly obvious thing, which is that waking up at 3:33 is our lives.
I know, I'm really sorry. But it's a nightmare.
There's nothing horrifying about it. It's just every day.
I know, I really
That's what we do.
empathise with it. I'm sorry.
But that is the recurring theme, isn't it? 3:33, there you are, and boom.
In this world, yeah, it's not good. Yeah, she wakes up at 3:33. Our showrunner, writer, Tom Moran has sort of says it's a nice simile with 666. Between 3 and 4 is sort of the time when the spirits come out, or the veil is at its thinnest, I suppose. And it's a show that is very scary, quite dark, but has some humour in it too. It's very real. Lucy's a mother to an 8-year-old son who is an emotionless blank. And that in itself is pretty chilling.
Has a habit of sort of, she wakes up in the middle of the night and he's standing next to the bed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But
there's something about children in horror stories, whether it's movies, whether it's TV shows like this. I don't know what it is, but it just adds another dimension.
It's their innocence, because I really believe they have access to something that we don't. I just love it. I love stories like The Turn of the Screw and The Little Stranger by Sarah.
But did you worry about his welfare?
No, he had. My main concern for him was that he had a great time on this shoot. And children's hours are very specific, and I know that he did. We got on really well. He was just really excited to be there, and he had a great time.
So when
he hasn't seen it, so...
Okay, after that, maybe not.
We had the premiere on Tuesday, and he was there, and I was like, you weren't watching that, were you? And he was like, no, I was outside, so he won't be able to see it for a while.
So when you get a script like that, is it something that gives you the shivers as you read it?
Yeah, I didn't know. It's quite high concept drama, so there's like lots going on. You really have to pay attention. You can't really look at your phone while you're watching this, but I think that's such a good thing because I'm so sick of looking at my phone. Yeah, and we've got Peter Capaldi playing a character called Gideon, and he's sort of the spine of the series. And my character and his character have a kind of face-off in the last episode. He was chained to a desk for 2 weeks while we shot that because we were in a sort of windowless cell. And it was a very intense couple of weeks, but you get all of the answers to the questions of the setup. So it's not a series that will leave you hanging. You definitely get the answers.
Now, I don't know about your acting, how it works, but Peter Capaldi would strike me as the kind of actor who might be quite intimidating to work alongside. Fantastic, no doubt, but we saw the shot of the two of you just there and there.
In that, yeah. But I think you sort of can sort of test the waters with other people who've worked with him, and I just knew, everyone was like, oh my God, he's so lovely. So I knew he was going to be great.
Does he kind of do that thing where, because people are known from lots of different roles, Doctor Who, amongst other things.
Malcolm Tucker.
Malcolm Tucker.
That's what gave me the fear.
Yes, absolutely. Does he kind of, does the scene go and action, and it suddenly, does he crank it up?
Yeah, he's really committed, and those 2 weeks were really tough on him because by the nature of the script, he's hunting Lucy, and we were kept apart because the character's hunting her and she doesn't know necessarily, so we hadn't worked that much together. And then those 2 weeks were a lot of him, huge monologues, and he was just working so hard, and all I had to do was just watch him and just sort of be reactive and present, and just being in front of him made the hairs on the back of my neck prickle. You know, he's by turns menacing and then quite sad and then very sinister on the turn of a dime, and it was heaven to be in front of him.
The relationship between you and Isaac, the character, your character and his character, has to be believable as well.
Yeah.
How much of your own relationship as a parent with your child did you bring into that?
So I think Isaac having no emotions, she doesn't get anything back from Isaac. And I think we all know, if you're a parent, how hard, how challenging it. I don't know, but her tenacity and her love for him I found really touching. And I felt like when we showed it to people, the scenes that touched people the most were those scenes where sometimes you do snap at your child and then you instantly feel really guilty and you go back. That's all in there. And it was so true to life, and it definitely helped being a mother myself, yeah.
What's the scariest thing you've ever seen? I mean, film, I don't mean in real life.
Well, I was going to tell you something about, when I was a child...
is this OK to tell us?
It's fine.
All right.
But I couldn't sleep in my bedroom for a really long time because I was positive there was a presence in my bedroom. And we lived in a farmhouse in the middle of nowhere, a semi-detached house, and the other side was derelict, but the complete mirror of ours. And it had like 40s wallpaper, was peeling, had meat hooks in the ceiling, a cavernous bread oven.
What?
And me and my sister used to love going in there, but at one point something just changed and I was like, no, there's something in my room and I don't like it.
And how do you explain that now?
I'm still 100% sure that there was something there and I can't explain it. And I really use those kind of feelings for the devil's hour because sometimes there are unexplainable things.
I don't know if you were watching a moment ago. Simon from Blue is really good with taking on people's problems or whatever. So
do I
might
need
be able
to
to, I don't know.
Have a little therapy session with Simon from Blue?
I don't know.
Is he still here?
I think he's probably outside somewhere.
Okay, let's get him.
If it's still worrying you.
It bothers me, for sure.
Oh, well, there you go.
Well, good luck. I'm just finally, do you often get people still shouting, "Hey, Jenny," from Call the Midwife, or has that fallen away a bit now?
It has fallen away. I'm always up for a good birth story.
OK.
Just keep them coming.
I've got 4 of them to tell you after the show.
Yes, please.
All right, we'll get to that later.
It's called The Devil's Hour, available to stream on Amazon Prime. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
That's all from Breakfast Today, now on BBC One. Time for Morning Live.